It's Good News at Noon with Mr. Dick Baumbach. How are you, Mr. Baumbach?
I am doing great.
So I see you brought us a bunch of good news.
That's exactly right. And I'm ready to rock and roll.
Let's talk about the first one. The first one is about a state trooper brings a picnic lunch to a homeless woman on the roadside.
Yeah, this state trooper is from Massachusetts. His name is Leek Bonin. And what happened is he saw a lady on the side of the road. Her name is Lynn Murphy. She's a homeless mother of 4. He pulled up his cruiser. She thought that she was going to get arrested for panhandling. And he said no. And he brought 2 box lunches. And he sat down and he had lunch with her. Now, what he didn't know is somebody rode by, took a picture, put it on Facebook, and he has been honored by the Massachusetts State Police.
That is just incredible. You know, I this is good news at noon, but you know, we have to talk about this because this is in Massachusetts, and I don't know if you saw the news over the weekend what happened in Massachusetts with a state trooper up there.
Exactly.
It was terrible. I mean, he all he did was make a roadside stop. He could have been stopping the guy to give a box lunch, and his life was taken.
Yeah, I know. And this is a case of somebody who said, I want to help out. And the Massachusetts State Police just don't know how to thank the man.
It's something. And, you know, we really need to be conscious about our police officers. They do have a hard job. And, you know, what gets reported in the news is just the bad stuff about what is happening. And if you look at all of the things that happen with police officers, all of the interactions, and you have 1 or 2 bad apples out of all of those interactions.
Well, and as you know, Jeff, that's why we bring the good news every week to say to people, hey, there is good things happening, even with police officers.
Yep, and this is a good one. So the next one you have is about a cat survives a raging wildfire by hiding in a kitchen stove. Now, first off, I got to ask, how did the cat get into the stove?
Well, what happened is this is up in Fort McMurray, up in Canada, and it was that raging forest fire.
Oh, yeah, that was a bad one.
Well, the family took off, and they grabbed the dog, and they got out of the house. The cat didn't get out, but what happened is the stove fell over when the fire hit the house. I guess you'd call it the entryway to the stove opened up. He jumped in there. Then the stove fell on the ground, locking him inside.
Oh, wow.
The firefighters came to check on the house, which was totally destroyed, pushed the stove up, and he comes out. Thank you very much.
Yeah, it's like a jack in a box, but it's a cat in a box.
And this family is forever grateful for the firefighters, and they still can't believe to this day that the cat saved its lone life.
So, you know, I'm a little confused. Why did they just take the dog and not the dog and the cat?
They couldn't find the cat.
Oh, I got you.
They couldn't find him.
I got you.
When they had 15 minutes to flee the house.
Yeah, a lot of those people didn't even have that. You know, they said that they weren't even allowed to go to their houses. They were just told to leave.
Yeah. And again, this family, literally, their house was totally destroyed.
Yeah.
And the only thing that happened as an afterthought is 2 of the firemen looked at each other, pushed the stove back up, and out comes the cat.
You know, a couple of weeks ago, you had a story about where there was a famous actress that she got motel rooms for different people up in Flint, Michigan. Now, I don't know if you heard the whole story about what went on up there at Fort McMurray, but they opened up all of these facilities and let the people stay there for free.
Yep.
That's amazing. I mean, you don't see that very often.
No, but it's, again, people being good to each other.
Yep.
Trying to help out.
Yep. The next one we have is Domino's Pizza Shop follows hunch and sends life-saving delivery.
Yeah, this is in Salem, Oregon, and there's this gentleman who named Kirk Alexander who orders pizza every day without fail.
Every day?
Every day orders pizza for dinner.
Does he get a discount on this?
They know him, but what happened, 2 weeks went by, he had no orders. And so the manager of the store asked one of the delivery guys to stop by the house. He heard the TV on, saw lights on, but nobody answered. So he called 911.
Wow.
The gentleman was on the floor in a medical situation, and basically Domino's saved this gentleman's life.
Wow. Now, does he get Domino's for free for the rest of his life?
No, but what happened to the manager and to the delivery man, they were given tickets to Captain America and a trip to Las Vegas to attend their company's annual rally and $5,000 bonuses.
Wow. You know, you just never know when somebody is a very regular person or very regular customer and you don't see him for a while, you don't know. And that's, you need to make a call.
Yeah. And here was somebody who said, yeah, this doesn't make sense because he's every day. Now, do you order pizza every day from Pizza Hut?
No, I don't. I really don't. But I do make a call to some people every day, and I think if those people didn't hear from me, they
That's very true.
Probably would come looking. Yep. You know, this next one is a favorite of mine because I think anytime a person does what this mayor did, it shows a lot of character and a lot about their leadership ability. And what he did was this mayor cuts his own pay by 50% to balance the budget.
Yeah, and this happened in Niles, Ohio. And the gentleman's name is Tom Shemeka, and he gave up $34,000 to help reduce the city's deficit. But what happened by his action is all of the city council members decided to do the same thing.
Wow. You don't hear about that.
No, you don't. And what we do hear about all this other political stuff.
Yeah, you just don't hear about people cutting their own salaries in order to help make budgets match. You hear about them wanting to raise their salaries.
Exactly. Oh, yeah.
But you don't hear about them wanting to cut it so that they can help people. So that's it, what we have this week on the good news. What do you got coming up for next week for us?
Well, one story that is really good is about 2 Oregon girls that lifted a 3,000-pound tractor off their dad.
Oh, don't tell us anymore. That sounds like that's going to be a really good one.
Yes, sir. I mean, we just keep trying to give people good news, right, Jeff?
That's right. And this has been Good News with Dick Baumbach.